This is the plaintiff, Raphael Fuchs. He says he's an artist who displayed his work in the lobby of an apartment building where he knows the landlord. Evidently, someone in the building complained because his work contained pictures of nude women. And when the defendant removed his piece, she damaged it. She improperly rolled up his $7,000 work of art and placed it on a table, causing irreparable damage. Therefore, he must sue for the maximum allowed in his state, or $5,000. This is the defendant, Marie Nazaire. She says she most definitely did not damage the plaintiff's so-called work of art. Even if she did, why'd the guy wait 9 months before filing this lawsuit? She stands by her claim that this is a frivolous suit.
Right away, this case raises two big questions. Was this actually valuable artwork that was damaged? Or is this a lawsuit built on emotion rather than evidence? And here's the bigger debate. Where does artistic freedom end when people live with children in the same building? Let me know whose side you're on before the judge even speaks.
And she feels she'll be vindicated at its conclusion by the Honorable Judge Millian. She's accused of manhandling artwork.
Litigants have been sworn, Your Honor.
Thank you, Douglas. Okay. Raphael Fuchs, you are suing Marie Nazaire for $5,000 in damages that you say she did to your artwork when she objected to it. Okay, what's going on?
All right. Give me 1 second. I just want to pull my evidence out. And I have some stuff here.
Hurry up, because I think she's going to have a baby right here. How far along are you?
2 more days.
Oh, my gosh. Do you want to sit down?
No, I'm fine.
You sure? If you need to sit down, just sit. Oh, my God. Okay, go ahead.
God bless.
Okay. Thank you. Go ahead and talk to me. Tell me what happened.
So I was invited to a group show in Bushwick, which is my neighborhood in Brooklyn.
Okay. A group show.
A group show.
Okay.
10 artists.
Okay.
By the curator.
Okay.
And the show started at June 4th. The show's location was a lobby of a well-known building in Brooklyn, which is known for it being like an art hub.
An art what?
Art hub, like an art.
Art hub. Okay.
Yes.
Meaning the people who live there are artists, or the lobby is often used for shows, or both?
I can't say about the people. I believe so.
Do the people who live there, are they artists, or just the lobby gets used a lot for this?
There's been art displayed in the building.
Okay, there has been.
There has been.
All right, is there always art displayed and then the art changes, or no?
Yes.
Yes, okay, so go ahead.
So the piece that I was there, this is the invite for the show.
And the show was going to take place on what date?
June 4 to, it says here June 11, although I think that it was even like extended.
Okay, now so then what we mean is that your art was going to be on display.
Yes.
There's not an actual event, the art is on display. So we're all talking about the same thing.
Yes.
So you put your artwork there on June 4th?
No, I put my art there on June 3rd.
3rd, okay. And
I
what
believe
was your art?
On a Thursday. My art piece was a 24 inches tall by 220 inches long, one piece of that included 16 single images, female nudes.
Female nudes?
Yes.
Okay.
It took 3 people to put it up.
Tell me exactly what it is. Do you have a picture of the artwork?
Absolutely.
Do you have the artwork?
I don't.
You did not bring the artwork.
No.
Okay. Why didn't you bring the artwork?
The artwork is damaged. For me right now is a corpse.
Okay. So why didn't you bring the corpse?
You don't beat the corpse. You don't beat a corpse twice. You know. I mean, I have photographs.
It's dead. So if it's dead and you're suing about it being a corpse, wouldn't the best evidence of how it's damaged be it? Why wouldn't you just bring it?
Your Honor, I have photographs of the damages.
Okay. Show me what you got.
Yes.
This is the artwork.
Yeah.
All righty then. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many images?
16.
16 images of female nudes, and I do mean nudes. Some of them with the arms popping up the parts, some of them just, I guess, wide open.
Notice what the judge is doing here. She's not arguing about whether the artwork is beautiful or offensive. She's focusing on something much more important in court evidence. If you're asking for thousands of dollars, you have to prove exactly what was lost. That's how civil cases are won or lost.
Okay. I have a question, since it's not here for me to touch and feel. I don't understand. Are these pictures mounted on that paper?
No.
Are these pictures printed on that paper?
Yes.
That paper is made of what? What is it? Is it photo paper?
Yes, it's
Okay. So
archival inkjet paper.
okay. And where did you have the printing done?
I did it myself.
Okay. So you have the capacity to print on this roll of paper?
I do.
Okay. And that paper cost you what?
Not much.
Okay. All right. Let's talk about this. This is up. You're very proud of it. I assume you're getting compliments by the curator and other people. And then what goes wrong? Because something goes wrong.
The landlord calls me the next day and tells me, listen, there is a problem. So he tells me there is one tenant in the building that has a problem with my artwork.
Okay.
Which I'm not surprised, because, you know, people have their own opinions, and I'm not here to impose any of my artwork on anybody. And he tells me that we got to do something about it, and I tell him...
No, what does he tell you? To take it down?
No.
What are we going to do about it, other than we either take it down or leave it up? There's only two options, right?
No, he tells me that the woman that complains doesn't like it.
Okay, hold on one second. Hold that thought. You come downstairs, and when do you first see this?
As a matter of fact, my daughter right here, she called me when she got home from school.
How old is your daughter?
She's just turned 18. She was 17 at the moment.
Okay.
She called me and told me, you won't believe what's going on next to our door, because it's literally literally right at my door.
Okay.
So I was like, what do you mean? And she explained to me, she said, well, the whole wall is full with pure pornography and colored. I'm like, what? What do you mean?
Not just black and white pornography.
Oh,
color pornography.
There wasn't black and white. They were in color.
In color.
Absolutely.
Okay. Technicolor.
So I called management, and I said, I just got a very disturbing phone calls from my child saying there's a bunch of pornography right by our door. And then management was like, yeah, we have someone putting some art up, but we don't know what they are. I'm like, so you have people hanging pictures in your hallway where you have tenants that have children, but you don't know what they are.
She's not your only child, right?
No.
You're having one in a minute, and you also have an 8-year-old.
I have my stepson, which is 8, and my house is always full with children.
Okay.
From the age of 2 to 17, I have a lot of nieces and nephews.
Okay. So
I'm like, well, I don't think it would be appropriate for you to have these pictures here when I have a bunch of children running back and forth. And management simply said, we don't know what they were, but we will call the owner of the pictures and have them take care of it.
Have them take care of it.
As far as I'm concerned, being taken care of. When
all right, now you come home that day.
I came home that night. I got home a little late because I went out to dinner. I got home, it was about 9 o'clock, and I was like, whoa, this is what she meant.
Okay.
I was like, okay. But, it was already too late for me to get in contact with management. They were already gone. So I was like, okay, fine. I guess by Friday, it will be gone. So Friday morning, I got up, do my regular routine. I called her. I'm like, okay.
Called who?
I called my daughter, Deanna.
Okay.
I'm like, okay, is the pictures are gone? Because she's home before I.
Right.
And she's like, no, they're still there. I call management again. They goes, we're taking care of it. It's going to be gone by the time you get home.
Okay.
Okay, fine. Fair enough.
Okay.
Got home. Around 6 o'clock, they were still there.
Okay.
I'm like, okay, then maybe that can be gone on Saturday morning.
This is where the drama really escalates. Instead of waiting for building management, the defendant decides to act herself. Was she protecting children or crossing a legal line by touching someone else's property? Morally understandable doesn't always mean legally justified.
Okay.
Got up Saturday morning. Management is not around during the weekend.
Right.
So there was nobody to contact. So I was like, okay, fine. I'm going to be fair. I take Bounty tissue.
Bounty tissue.
I go from one end of the wall to the other.
Paper towel.
Yes, paper towel. From one end of the wall, me and my husband, to the other end. And we just, covered it up. But we did not, however, put
I am loving this story.
I mean, that was my first option. I was like, okay, I'm going to cover it up. So, because that Saturday was also my daughter's graduation, and we were having a dinner for her.
Oh, that's rich. Okay. So you take out a bounty roll and you put it up, and what happens?
We
then?
had like 3 bounty rolls from one end. We tape it on one end of the wall, not in the picture itself.
Right.
And then all the way to the end, into the wall again, not
Right.
the picture itself. We're like, okay, that look tacky, but nobody sees anything unless you
Okay.
want to be curious and go remove it.
Okay.
So I was like, okay. That was like first thing in the morning, around like 9 o'clock. And then by noon, somebody removed them.
When you're talking to management, are management saying that they told them to take it down?
Management told me it would be gone by the time I get home.
So they're telling you that it's gone.
Right.
And then you're saying management did not tell you to take it down?
Not at all.
Okay. Do you have anything from management saying we told them to take it down?
I did had an email, but however, it was 9 months later. I didn't save my email, so
Okay.
I didn't think I would be having this conversation again.
Okay. You put up the paper towels, and then next thing you know, that paper towels have been brought down. And then what happens?
And then she was having her dinner party about like 6 o'clock. So by 4 o'clock, I told my husband, I'm like, there is no way I'm gonna have a bunch of teenage girls and boys running here with all these naked pictures around. So me and my husband, we carefully take the pictures down because they have a big lobby with a giant desk. We took it down and left it there.
How'd you take it down?
It was just taped up.
How was it?
pictures.
What was it taped up with?
Just regular heavy tape.
Okay. On the
So,
back.
yeah.
Like two-sided tape. So you literally took the artwork off the wall.
Yes.
Okay.
We did.
And so what'd you do? You rolled it up?
No, I didn't roll it up. We carried it in one piece, like this.
And put it where?
But they have a very big conference desk downstairs. That's like the size of these two together, maybe even a little longer.
Okay.
And then behind it, I put the picture there.
On the floor.
No, and on the desk itself. So I put it there, and I sent another email to management. I said, okay, you guys say you were taking care of this, and it's not being taken care of.
So I took care of it myself.
I took care of it. The picture's downstairs. If there's any question, please feel free to knock on my door.
Did anybody knock on your door?
Yes.
Who did?
The young lady that I was assuming must deal with him,
Okay.
that organized to put the picture up, she came to my door with another gentleman, which I thought it was him. But
You thought it was the artist, but that's not who came
the
to the door.
person.
Okay.
They're like, we're really sorry about the whole thing, about the picture. We saw the email that you sent. I'm like, oh, okay.
What email did you send?
Because they have a blog in
The
the building.
building has a blog?
Yeah. They have
That's
an
what all
internet-
these things are? The building blog?
They have a
everything
blog.
here.
Yeah. Hand them over. I love
So
this.
I sent
Go
it.
ahead.
And then I was like, is there anybody else in this building that have an issue with these pictures? I'm like, as a parent, I do. Some people agree with me, and some take it very personal, where I call all certain names and being a
The courtroom has now shifted from a damaged artwork case into a debate about art, censorship, parenting, and personal values. One side calls it artistic expression, the other calls it pornography. Which side do you agree with? Drop your opinion in the comments. You want to hear both perspectives.
shame of being nude and stuff like that, but I was like, whatever, I guess you don't
They
have
call you
children, you're not a
prude.
parent.
They say you should be using this opportunity to educate your children about the body.
Yeah.
And
you should not let your children be ashamed of who they are.
you're a prude. I'm looking for my favorite one. Hold on one
I was
second.
the bad guy.
No, not at all of them. Plenty of them are saying I'm a parent too, and
Right.
this is a residential building, and art is in the eye of the beholder. Other people saying it's pornography. Other people saying you're very judgmental for calling it pornography. That you should use this as an opportunity to speak to your children.
Yeah, my 8-year-old boy, I
think you should take and have a Venn diagram and just point, with a yardstick, explain it, because he decides and your building decides when you are going to speak to your 8-year-old about sex and sexuality and female nudity and everything else, right? Mm-hmm. Right. Get over it, prudes. And then somebody else posts, I believe the 15-picture set was worth $1,800. So why are you suing for $5? Is that person wrong?
And welcome back to the People's Court. Harvey Levin here. So do Americans have a hang-up with nudity?
Yes.
Wow, you were fast. Whoa. Tell me why.
I don't think that they're as open-minded as they should be about it.
What do you think? Okay, that's interesting. Nothing?
I don't think so.
So you think it's appropriate for that you don't put a picture like that up in an apartment building?
That's fine, I think so.
Okay, and ma'am, hang up with nudity or not in America?
Well,
No, I think.
Boy, this makes everybody nervous, doesn't it? Hang up with nudity? No hang up with nudity. God, nobody wants to take a stand here. That means you have a hang up. Dr. Freud here, going inside the courtroom.
The total value that was put on the work was $7,200. During the show, during that weekend, we all agreed, me and the curator, to bring it down to 25% of what's the value of it, which
so you
is
were selling it for
$1,800.
$1,800.
Yes.
But I should trust you that it's really worth $7,000.
That's a very good question about what does artwork cost. You know, I mean, indeed.
It's also a very good question about what is art.
Exactly.
Some people, one person's art is another person's pornography.
Exactly. And
I want to quote Justice Potter Stewart, a justice of the United States Supreme Court, when he was handling a case where one side was saying it's art and the other side was saying pornography. And in the inimitable words of Justice Stewart, I know it when I see it, okay? I don't know if this is pornography or not, okay? There's not actual acts being displayed. But I'll tell you this, I am sick and tired of having to be tolerant when no one's tolerant of my opinion. It's a residential building. Those are naked pictures. She's not ready to talk to her 8-year-old about that. And I don't think it's up to the artists who live in the building or the residents who live in the building to pass judgment on that.
I agree
that
with
doesn't
you.
necessarily mean that you have the right to take it down, although I gotta say, man, you go, all right? Because if I was having a party for my 16-year-old or 17-year-old and there were gonna be a bunch of 17-year-olds, Lord knows that I would do exactly the same thing you did. If management doesn't have the nerve to take it down, I am gonna take it down, okay? But I have to be ready to deal with the consequences of taking it down, all right? That's the problem. Now, here's where we are. You are telling me it's completely damaged. Typically in court, when someone says something is completely damaged, irreparably damaged, it's lost, and I've lost $7,000 worth of value, I insist that...
This may be the turning point of the entire case. The judge isn't denying that the artwork may have been damaged. She's asking a much tougher question. Can you actually prove your financial loss? In court, feelings don't determine compensation, evidence does.
They prove that they've lost that.
Now, can I speak? Can I say?
Yeah.
My question is this. Why I wanted to talk to her. Why you didn't talk to me? Maybe we would have solved the problem prior to this. I told
Why are
Mayor...
you talking to her directly in here?
Sorry.
You can't talk to her directly in here any more than the landlord was going to let you talk to her then. See, I know what happened here. The landlord tells you to bring it down. They tell her he's going to bring it down, and then you don't want to bring it down because you're still trying to negotiate a chance to keep it up, okay?
He didn't tell me to bring it down.
Okay. Tell me, what is this a picture of? This is the only thing that actually shows damage. Everything else, I guess this one shows a little bent. But what I'm not understanding...
A little bent is a bent, and there were bents all over throughout the whole piece.
What is this?
This is...
I could best see that, of course, if you brought it here. What is this?
This is a damage of the wall just to show that,
the wall.
That it was...
Well, no, that's just double-sided tape that has to be taken off. All right, now, here's my question to you.
Yes.
If the paper is inexpensive, as you said...
No, it's relatively expensive.
And you do the printing yourself, and you have the negatives, because these are your pictures, then you can reproduce this for peanuts. Why are you suing for $5,000?
This piece is one of a kind. It's unique. When you produce artwork, when you do a painting, right? And it's damaged or not damaged, you can go to the artist and tell him, oh, you can paint it again.
A Rembrandt can be repaired. This can be reproduced.
First of all, it's up to the artist to decide if he wants to reproduce, if he wants to make addition of 6 or 10 or 20.
Yeah, but it's up to me to decide whether...
This, I cannot...
No, stop. Listen. It's up to me to decide whether you have $5,000 worth of damage. And if I know that for inexpensively you can reproduce this because they're your pictures,
I cannot.
Paper, and you keep saying you cannot because you know you're going to lose if you can. But that doesn't mean you cannot. If you can get this done again, then it's really your esteem that has been hurt. It is your sensitivity that has been hurt. It is that you feel, as I feel, that she has no right to take it down. She felt she had a right to take it down. I think she was wrong. So I am willing to give you the damage you can prove. But you don't come here with the damage that you can prove. You don't come here asking for $50 or $100 or something else. The only thing you come in here asking, you don't even come here asking for the $1,800. You come in that you were selling it for. You come here asking for $5,000. And that's the only proof you bring me. And since there is no proof of what the damages actually are, since you did not bring me the damage piece so that I can evaluate the damage to it, since I have heard no rational explanation of why it's not completely within your power to reproduce this, since you have not brought me the cost that would be incurred by you reproducing this, I'm not talking about mass producing it, I'm talking about this one's dead, so it'll still be one of a kind, okay? Since you chose not to bring me that, that's too bad, so sad, for you, not for me, okay? And therefore, since you are absolutely devoid of proof of your actual damages, my verdict in this case is for the defendant.
Thank you,
Should be very interesting to hear what the artist has to say about the outcome here, the value of art. Why didn't you bring the actual piece itself and show the damages in the courtroom?
I'm not interested in talking to you.
You don't have to. You don't want to. But it's your last chance to change any perceptions of anything before you go.
Thank you.
All right. All right, right around the corner. Okay, come on in here. Right around the corner. They'll be waiting for you. Your stuff is waiting right around the corner. Okay. All right, come on in. Step in. How are you feeling? All right?
I'm good.
All right. Just try to hold off for a little while here.
Yeah, we're going to hold on to it.
Okay. What's your feeling about the outcome here?
I feel, the judge make the right decision.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, that wasn't art to me. It was plain pornography. And that's not something I was willing to have my children want day in, day out.
We're going to leave it at that, okay?
Sounds
Let's go to Harvey.
All right.
Okay, it's interesting. The artist is saying that he decides whether this can be reproduced or not. He doesn't want to do it. That is not controlling when it comes to court. That will do it for this case. Litigants for the next case on the way into the courtroom right now.